From the Democratic National Convention in Chicago for the Center Square, I'm Greg Bishop, and we're joined by a Washington State delegate, Andrew Ashiofu. Andrew, thanks for taking time with us here from the Democratic National Convention. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me here today.
Absolutely.
Really excited.
So, is this your first convention?
Yes, it is my very first convention. While history is being made, electing our first black female president and also of Asian descent. It's eclectic, and I was just telling someone, you have to be in the room to feel the energy.
So, what do you think are some of the things that got us to this point, especially this being your first convention, watching this unfold in front of you? How does it make you feel getting here?
I still cannot believe I'm here. It's like you hear about this, you read about it, but also knowing that we are here because President Joe Biden cares about the American people, and he said it's time to pass the torch. And just being in the moment, and I tell people my journey here started when he took the reins from the former president, when he said, I am here to serve the American people. I said, in the next 4 years, I want to be in the same convention again, and we are here today.
When it comes to the issues that we're hearing about, obviously a lot of issues that the Democratic Party faithful will hear and take in and absorb. What do you feel are going to be some of the things that are going to grab the attention of the undecided voters?
I think one of the main thing is Project 2025. The message we should send out there is Project 2025 is un-American. It's not something we need. And I think the more we talk to people about what's in those pages of Project 2025, the more we could get undecided voters to ourselves. Also, reaching out to these undecided voters from an area of empathy, understanding that people care about their family, people care about people care about treating people like humans, not calling people names, not being condescending to people, and most especially, we are all in this together.
We're in a location where a lot of people come from across the country. Tell me about some of the things you're learning from others that, you're from Washington State. What are you learning from people from Florida or from New York or from some of the other areas across the country?
I think one thing I learned and I'm still learning is it's not enough to be I'm from Washington State. We have a blue trifecta. Doesn't mean we should relax, because the impact we do in Washington State affects the nation as a whole. And also learning that certain things are specific to certain parts of the country, but coming together, I've already started planning on how can I go to Arizona and knock on doors. How can I write postcards to people in swing districts, because we are all in this together, and connecting with people, knowing they need help to ensure that we win in November. And it's going to be by a very slight margin. We've been hearing that. We've seen that in 2020. So every vote matters, and everything I could do from someone in Washington State, as much as I could get people in Seattle to say, oh, let's gather together, let's phone bank, let's text bank, let's write postcards to people in these swing states, it's going to make the difference come November.
And here we are on Wednesday. The convention ends tomorrow, culminating with Vice President Kamala Harris accepting and officially taking that nomination. What have you experienced so far that you've most enjoyed, and what are you looking for most for by the end of the week?
I have enjoyed the speeches. I have enjoyed, listening to people from President Obama to First Lady Michelle to Hillary Clinton, just hearing the purpose, the hope. And there's something different in the room over the past few days. It is, as President Obama said, it's a reunion that is happening, a reunion to celebrate victory, a reunion to come together and fight. And I think for me, I tell people I cried during the roll call. And why it was emotional to me was because people are voting in a united front for Vice President Kamala Harris to become our next president. And it touched me because no matter where we were, the majority, all the votes were going to her. And it tells me that we're we may be from different parts of the country, different parts of the world. We have the Democrats abroad, but we are all united for one purpose. And so, what's been happening for the past days is the unity and not division.
Andrew, thank you so much for taking time with us here at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
This is the Center Square.